Now, I did promise you that we would find an easy way to remember this concept. The easiest way to remember the rule is to hook the idea to a fun sentence or two that you will easily remember. So, in this case, we can play with the idea of the ed ending and the way it is pronounced as a second syllable. So remember that when we pronounce the ed ending as a separate syllable, it sounds like ed. And ed is actually a very common name for a man or a boy in the English language. So we're going to pretend that the name of this little black dog is Ed. And maybe when we saw Ed the first time, we thought that he looked like he wanted to play. So we now have the word want that ends in a T with its ed past tense ending and sound. Ed wanted to play. So we've used a verb that ends in T in our fun sentence, and now we're going to add a verb that ends in a D with another fun sentence that completes the two rules. So here we go. Maybe when we looked at Ed, we felt sorry for him because he wanted to play, but needed a toy. Now we have the word need that ends in a D with its ed ending and sound. Ed needed a toy. So you could imagine that we could go on and on with this little story. We could say something like, my dog Ed wanted to play and he needed a toy, so I gifted him with a ball. So the idea here is to use your imagination and make up some sentences that are meaningful for you and easy to remember. You can use want, need, or any of the other verbs that I presented you with in the earlier slides. And as I said to you before, you can simply do a Google search to come up with a much longer list of verbs that you can play around with and have fun with.